So as we discussed yesterday, Joe Biden has changed the location where he's drooling over children and talking complete gibberish this week. He's in my neck of the woods, Europe, and he was in Poland to be specific today, where he immediately began talking his regular nonsense to extremely bemused USA troops stationed there, where he told some sort of lie about his son using Hunter as a last name, probably in the same fantasy cinematic universe as Corn Pop lives, I assume, because it certainly wasn't true. And then he did a weird thing where he got served pizza and started eating before the troops got any, which I always thought, and judging by the looks the troops were giving him, they thought so too, that in the military, the senior officer ate last. But hey, it's a miracle he didn't wet himself in front of everyone, so I'm not going to make a big deal about it. It's just weird that this guy doesn't even know how to behave in any situation. But that's just a warm-up. After wolfing down his pizza and acting like a lying jackass, Joe Biden had to address the 82nd Airborne Division. This is a tense time. What they need is some encouragement and wise wisdom coming from the Commander-in-Chief. And Joe Biden is obviously the guy to do it. Let's listen to it and try not to get too hyped. We all know Joe is a high energy guy and inspirational.
Now, with the Ukrainian people have a lot of backbone. They have a lot of guts, and I'm sure you're observing it. And I don't mean just the military, which is we've been trained in since back when Russia moved into in the southeast Ukraine, but also the average citizen. Look at how they're stepping up. Look at how they're stepping up. And you're going to see when you're there, and some of you have been there, you're going to see women, young people standing in the middle in front of a damn tank, just saying, I'm not leaving. I'm holding my ground. They're incredible. But they take a lot of inspiration from us. And you know, a woman who just died, the Secretary of State, used to have an expression. She said, we are the essential nation. It sounds like a bit of hyperbole, but the truth of the matter is, you are the organizing principle around which the rest of the world the free world is moving.
You're going to see when you're there, you're going to see women, young people standing in the middle, in the front of a damn tank, saying, I'm not leaving. This guy thinks this is Tiananmen Square. No one is doing that in Ukraine. That's what you do in a protest. And they never show what happened after Tiananmen Square, by the way, and I'm not going to go into it, but put it this way, it didn't work. No one is going to do that in the middle of a war, because that would be the dumbest thing you could ever do, and humans have this thing called self-preservation. And you are going to see when you are there. That can only have one meaning, that the troops are going to be sent to Ukraine, right? So obviously on Twitter, Joe Biden simps are saying that everyone is lying who watched the clip and can hear with their own ears that Joe Biden 100% said American troops are going to see things in Ukraine when they get there. But obviously the left enjoys pretending to be stupid when they don't like something. And apparently Biden saying troops are going to see things in Ukraine is something to do with the USA training Ukraine's military in 2014. Because, of course, I mean, are people standing in front of tanks in Poland? I didn't realize they were having so much bother. He can only mean one thing, that they are going to Ukraine because they're in the middle of the war with tanks. Obviously, let's be real, this is more than likely yet another case of a shockingly incompetent idiot running his mouth off and talking gibberish as Joe Biden likes to do, and his liar-in-chief carrot top will stop pretending to have a coof at some point and tell us he didn't mean what he said, and you're the stupid one for thinking he did, and you're probably a racist as well. That's how this normally goes. I never imagined the end of times would be caused by a drooling idiot who's too senile to be coherent. I thought it would be a little bit more badass than this. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, boy.